or the domain, starting from academic research until the public policy analysis or a decision. Now, why we use data visualization? Yes, and this is the most important in our investigation by using the 5 whys. Data visualization is crucial. Why? Because help me to take the information with the easy way. If you have like a CSV file with a lot of data and they give it to you, it will be very hard for you to take information from this CSV file. But if I gave you the data as a graphical representation, it will be very easy for you to take information from this one. Now, who use the data visualization? We have like the two sides, the builder of the data visualization or the consumer of the data visualization. If we are talking about the consumer, all people, starting from the analyst until the data scientist or anyone work with data. This is just an overview before start making the deep investigation of our topic. Okay, yeah, this is a very nice graphic and can confirm our detail related to the definition of data visualization. As we can see, the data with noisy format at the beginning, after when we have all the process of data cleaning, we are not talking about this today, but after seeing the visualization. Yeah, now we can take the information that the red is the red with the yellow is the most thing in our data. Yeah, this is just to confirm that 20% is the graphical representation, but the 80% is taking the insight from the data. Now, let's see more in what is the data visualization. Okay, here we will talk about the importance of visualization and the purpose of visualization. If we take the example or the graphic, we already saw it together. Now we can see that if we are taking the data as the basic format, it will be very hard for us to know some insights or information related to this data. But if we have it in the format of graphical representation, it will be very easy for us to know about this data. Now, if we make this the step 1 and the step 2, the data visualization is the bridge or the conduit between the two steps. This is the importance of visualization. More of than the visualization or build this bridge between the raw data until we have graphical representation is the enhancing communication and decision making. Let's take like some good example. If you are working in factory and you have a lot of accident and they give you like Excel file with the name of the employees that have an accident, and you will take time to count all of these people and see the type of this accident. But if I gave it in the format of a graphic for responsible of this factory, he can see, okay, this is the place that we have a lot of accidents, and it will be very easy for him to take decision or take an action or operation after. This is why the communication by using the visualization make the decision very easy. The communication insight, this is related to the first one. When we have like more than one data, we have a lot of data, we try to build this data and we make a story behind of these graphics, and like this we will have insightful communication. Discovering pattern and trends. I will take like another example is the stock market price. If I gave you like the basic data by using CSV file or TXT file, and I ask you about what is the situation of the stock price in the market, yeah, it will be very hard for you to take this file and work a lot to get some information. But if I gave it to you as a chart line and you can see that, okay, in this period we have increase, and this period we have stationarity of the city, and at the end we have decrease. Yeah, this is related to what is data visualization and some other topic related to the definition of data visualization. Let's see some example. Okay, this is maybe a repetition of what I already said. If you have like SQL database and you have data in CSV, you are looking into the data, you cannot take a lot of information, but if you have it in visual format, it will be very easy for you to know about your data. Okay, we finished with the data. What is the data visualization? Now let's move for the when and where we use data visualization. Okay, we try to make it as journey like this. We can understand about this one. We have complex data. When we have complex data and we cannot understand our data, it will be very necessary for us to go for another option of making visualization to analyze our data. After this one, it will be identifying the patterns and the trend. When we have our complex data format, after we go with visualization, I try to avoid talking about dashboard and BI at this step. Okay, I try to talk about the visualization data with the raw format. Okay, after when we have our graphical representation, we can see the patterns in our data. We have increase, we have this is the most repeated product, or some other analysis. If after when we take our data, we can do comparison. If you do the comparison based on the visualization, it will be very easy to do it by using the raw data. It's clear for this one. And when we have our final visualization, now we need to communicate our graphical representation to decision maker or analyst or the other consumer of data visualization. Okay, now let's see something very important related to data visualization. Okay, now we have data and we have visualization. We have two words. Okay, if we are taking the first word is data or datium with Latin. Now we need to know about the data. What is the data? Okay, now I have like pen in my hand, and if I ask myself what is this, if I answer with pen, this is false as statistician person, because this is an object. If I will talk about the description of this object, now I will have data. What is this? This is a pen. What is the color? Now I am making some information, and this is the data. Now we need to ask about this data. What is the specification of this data? Yes, and here we will answer with the variable type. And this is very important in all the world of data scientists with different domain. What is the type of data or variable? Yes, now we have like two types. The first one is the numerical one, and the second one is the categorical variable. Let's understand with an example. If you are asking me about my age, this is the answer. It will be 36. This is a numerical variable related to the age. Now, if we take the example of categorical variable and you ask about the color of the pen in my hand, now I will answer like this is blue. The answer is not numerical. It's a kind of character or string. This is the big difference or the big type of the variable type. Now we need to investigate each one separately. Let's start with the numerical variable. We have the discrete. If I am asking about the participants in our workshop today, you will tell me like as integer answer. We have 15 or 13 or 30, etc. The answer is numerical. Yeah, we have number, but the type of this number is discrete. That means you cannot tell me that we have 3.5 person that participate in our workshop. Yeah, this is an example of discrete. Continuous. When you have like float, it will be the continuous variable. Let's take an example about the price. You can answer that this price is 30 euro and half or .770. Example of a stock price. Okay, we finish it with the numerical variable. Let's go with the categorical variable. Let's take the example of gender. We have women and men, and this is like two categories. We cannot make the different the order between them. The colors also blue or purple. But if I ask about the ranking of the student in high school, that this is A, this is B. Here it's character answer, but the order between this option very important. That means the A it's the first and the B the second, etc. Example, like we have another example, customer satisfaction. Is if we are talking about satisfied, this is the high level, and neural, or we have unsatisfied at all. We finish it with the big type of data. I will add another one is temporal data. When we have like dimension of time, daily, hourly, here you are talking about time series data. Now, I guess the most of you that not familiar with the data and statistics, they ask this question, why we have adding this chapter here. This is very important in the next one, because if we need to choose which chart we need to work with this data, we need to know about the type of the data. We have a lot of chart type. Yes, now with the advance of AI, we can generate like very complex chart type. But behind of this, we have two logic. We have the type of our data. Is it numerical with discrete or continuous or categorical? And we can mix the two variable to get like a new chart. Let's start with the first one, the famous one, the bar chart. If we are looking here, we have two variable. We have in the y1, this is numerical variable, and in the x-axis we have like the categorical, and here the range we can consider as categorical. The line chart is very famous with when you have a time. That means you will work with the line chart. The pie chart when you have categorical variable, like here we have fruit type, apple or banana or orange. And yeah, let me move this. After what we have the scatter plot. The scatter plot work with two numerical variable, and this is some of a chart we use to see the correlation or the relationship between two variables. In my example, I take the life expectation with the GDP, and as we can see, we have like positive relationship between the two variable. In histogram, we use it when we have like numerical continuous variable. The bubble, the same logic of scatter plot, and you can add more categorical variable. You have like two numerical variable, and you can add another third one. It will be categorical to make different color in your bubble. The tree maps chart, we use it sometimes when we have tree logic, that we have the family members or any kind, we can make it as tree. The waterfall chart, this is very famous in a financial side. Why? When you have a starting point as initial investment, after you are moving between product or you are moving in time, and you need to compare your position at the initial with the end of your investment. Yeah, we finish it with the chart type, but let's see something important also in the chart type. Yes, now is it our chart good or not, or bad? We have some best practices or some instruction we need to follow to create our chart. The first one is the clarity. Our chart need to be very clear. The second one is the simple. as we can make like only 2 variable, 3 variable at max, like this, our graphic is simple and keep the clarity also. Relevance, display the information for the audience. If I am talking with, I am preparing some report for CEOs or for analysts, it will be different to make this chart. We have the accuracy. This is related to the data. We need to ensure that our data has the good quality after the process of data governance. Consistency also, appropriateness, color usage. Yeah, and this is what maybe it will be important when we see it in our next chapter. We have the data labels. Yeah, of course. When we prepare our, let's move for the previous one. If we prepare our chart, we need to ensure that we have the title, we have the labels of the data. Like this, if someone read it, it will be very easy for him to understand what we are making in our chart. Accessibility, of course, accessible to diverse audience. If I have, I am preparing reports for different audience, like department responsible from financial to HR. I need to make it universal, like this, all people can understand this, the data existing in the chart. Here I'm making some example between good and bad. As we can see at the beginning, the CO2 emission per country. And here in the bad one, I make like a lot of colors. If someone start with the first one, he think that, okay, here we have like a different data type related to the country. But at the beginning, I know like, okay, this is all the same, all countries, and they can compare between them. That means they have China at the first position, USA at the second position. But in the second one, I need to take more time to get this information. Yeah, because I need to look, okay, this is the big one, China, but I have another different color from USA. But making it the same color, that means I have the same variable and I need to compare between them. Okay, the second one, putting a lot of information in the same graphic, maybe kill the main information in this graphic. This is why we have only 4 lines and we have more than 4 lines in the second example. Yes, the tools. We choose some the most repetitive tools, and we divide it by open source or not, and the programming language of each one. The Matplotlib, Seaborn, Plotly, and Book, and the D3GS. This is for JavaScript and Python, as we can see in our table. We have Google Chart also in JavaScript, HighChart, and at the end, maybe this is the most useful one in the world of data visualization or BI is the Tableau. It's not open source. Power BI also, ClickView, and we have another one is Looker by Google. All of this drag and drop with integration of script also. Yeah, this is about the tools. Now we can start why we use the data visualization. After covering what is a data visualization, I try to make summary now, and we talk about the importance, we talk about the communication. After we move to the where and when we can use data visualization, and we see the all the chart type with the data type, with the tools that we can use to in this topic. Now, why we use data visualization? Now we know about the data visualization at separate topic is the graphical representation, but we have another concept related to the data visualization. It's kind of we have child, and now we are moving to the adult one. Is the data visualization aggregated with aggregated format? And here we will talk about the dashboard. That means you have different chart type you are collecting at the same place. But to move for the high level of the data visualization, you need to pass or relate all of this chart with the story. If we are making story for our data visualization or for our dashboard, now we have our BI tool. That means our our data visualization became offering comprehensive and interactive view for organizational data. If you have a company that has a lot of department and you try to make activity dashboard, here we are talking about the BI of the company, and you will have all the components of your company with some KPIs. This is the aggregated data, and you can take decision about some decision about your company. And this is why the storytelling concept is very important. It's kind of relates all the components of your dashboard, the chart behind of the story, to make it very comprehensive for the reader or the consumer of the data. Yes, and let's see the description of the storytelling. A data visualization creates a narrative for compiling data stories. BI, after we need to make it in the structure of BI and dashboard. Like this, we will have data talk. Yes. Now, let's talk about the best practices when we have the BI. Yes, it will be the same what we already saw in the good practices related to the chart type. But here we have like 2 or 3 new details. The first one, clear. Yes, we need our chart should be clear. And this is the same for the BI. Now your audience, yes, okay. If I am delivering BI for CEOs or for employees or a financial person or doctors or any other audience, here I need to know about my audience to prepare my BI. That means the specification of your audience impact your choosing of dashboard. Keep it simple. This is the same comment as previous. Choose the appropriate visualization. Here we are talking about the data type with the right chart type. Ensure the data accuracy in the both in the small chart and with the all BI. Also, we need to provide some interactivity. If I am taking the example of the company and they have like different years, when I need to create my dashboard, I need to make the time dimension or the interactivity between all the components of my BI. Here, I choose like a different dashboard, not BI. We just talk about the dashboard. Here, this is the dashboard from Excel. As you can see, let's take an overview about this. At the beginning, we are making some data points without visualization. It's just showing data. This is the cash reverse and some other information. And we have another chart. Let's make some critical for this dashboard. In the chart of line with bar chart, it's okay. We can use it because we have the time dimension. We have the month in the x-axis. But if we are looking for the second one, the sales versus profit, it will be very hard for me to take the information at the beginning. I need to think about the graphic like this. I can understand the information exists in this graphic, and this is one critical for this dashboard. All of the other, here we have gender equality. This is good to choose the pie chart. Also for a hire versus the termination or the turnover. And we have the sales quantity, except we don't have the XY axis. And this is critical point for this dashboard. And this is with Excel. That means with Excel, we can create a dashboard. A very simple dashboard from Tableau, and as we can see, we choose very simple, but give you like good information. The first one, you have the incident, problems, request, and you have the line chart to give you the information related to date. After we have a reverse bar chart, and here we have software technical, and we can use some other chart in this one. After we have Power BI, as you can see in the Power BI, very simple, and we can understand at the first seeing of this dashboard. We have data points at the topic, and this is very important data for the reader of this dashboard. After you have time series data, but here we are using the bar chart. Why? We are not using the line chart because we have some missing data. And at this case, it will be very good to use the bar chart, and especially if you don't have like big numbers at this case. This is the looker, just to show you how it looks, the looker. And we have using Dash in Python, we can use the open source library Dash to build some dashboard in Python. And also in R, we have the Shiny one. Okay, this is all for the previous chapter. Now let's see the last one in our 5 whys why investigation. The who use the data visualization. We need to look in double side, as consumer of data or builder of the data. Who can build the data visualization, starting from data analyst, data scientist, or business intelligence. And this is maybe what's existing in the market. They work a lot with building the data visualization and the tool of BIs. Dashboard designer, also in the design side, data engineers, business analyst, or IT professionals. The consumer of the data, at the beginning, at the top, executive and decision makers. They make their life very easy by giving a visual report at the end, and they can take the data and make comparison and take decision. Business analyst, yeah, the same. The builder is the consumer of the visualization. We have the other finance and the human resource, or all the other domain and activities. Now we choose one use case and try to talk about it. We have data related to health and safety in specific factory. We have 2 or 3 factories for the same company, and we try to see their data and make some journey of visualization. We need to create our dashboard based on previous knowledge we have it in our presentation. Okay, let's talk about the company. The company has important data, but they didn't exploit this data. This data related to the accident in the factory. And this is a very big issue for the companies. Why? Because if they have an accident, the employees stop working, and the company need to pay some cost. The needs of this company, the manager, they needs like to take decision, but this decision should be based on the data. How we can solve this issue for the company, for this company? First, we need to decide about the KPIs and the metrics. We need to prepare the KPIs or the metrics related to the needs of the company. And here we are talking about our audience. Okay. The solution, let's use the technique of data visualization. Our deliverables at the end, it will be BI, dashboard, or chart that can help the company to take the decision. Now, let's start the journey from the beginning. Okay, we have our presentation, we investigate the what, when, where, who, why, and now let's see it in real life. The first thing we need to do is take a look in our data. Gather the data in the same place, make it in SQL or NoSQL database, and have your data. When we have our data, we need to make some description related to our data. Here we are talking about the data type. Is it numerical? Is it categorical? Is it nominal or with important order? When we have our description of data type, we can talk about the KPI and the metrics. In the KPI and metrics, here we are looking for the business needs or the company, what the company needs. And we need to prepare this KPI based on the business need. When we have our KPIs, in the KPIs, it will be kind of counting, average, make correlation between two variables, try to aggregate one variable with the other one, and like this we will have data KPIs or metrics. When we decide about our metrics, we need to choose the right chart type for the right KPI. If we are talking about something that we have numbers and we need to aggregate with categorical variable, we need to use the chart type, not use another type of a graphic. Choose the tool. This is really depend to the company capacity and a lot of external decision not related for the business intelligence builder. They need to decide about the tool. We go with the drag and drop tool like Power BI, Looker, or the other, or we need to build it from scratch by using a specific library in open source. Storytelling. Yes, for this one, we have all our KPIs and metrics, but if we don't make a story or behind of this chart, we can kill our dashboard. Our dashboard, it will be without any importance or significant for the audience. We need to make some story that can relate all the components of our dashboard and explain for the audience. With another word, it will be how we can make our dashboard talk without anyone. That means when I make my dashboard, it will be very easy for anyone to take a look. Okay, and he gets the story about this information or this data. After, when we have the story, we have all the chart. Now we need to build our dashboard, and we need to make. Let's start from the data point at the beginning. After make the chart, the bar chart, the pie chart, or the scatter plot. This is depend to the situation. At the end, when we finish our dashboard, we need to see the best practices, instruction or rules, and make evaluation for our dashboard. Yes, about this, I need to move to the Excel. Okay, this is data from the net and the example from the net. I will explain step by step. The step of the data, as we can see, we have our data, we have different columns, and we can move to the data type step. What we have location, we have employees, the ID of the employees, we have incident result, severity, injury consequence, day of absence, and the incident cost. What we need to do, we need to make flag for each variable. Here we have the categorical variable, all of this categorical variable, and here we have the numerical variable. And we need to know about the second level of the variable. Is it nominal in the categorical? Yes, the third, because we have location and IDs, no problem if we don't make it with order, but if we take the result and injury consequence, it will be very important to know about the order of your the class you have it in your data. And let's take a look on severity. We have critical, high, low, and medium. The order is very important for this variable. Now the KPI and the metrics, of course, I have the help of ChatGPT to make it to get the more KPIs with different level. Here I start with the basic level. If we are talking about the KPI of total incidents, is just counting the data, counting the row in our data. If we are talking about the distribution across different factory, here and also another aggregation. And we can do sum, average, all the statistical descriptive. And we have some advanced KPIs when we are looking to do more than one variable. We have two variables, and we are making average of the total incidents also here. And this is the calculation method, how we can calculate each KPI we have it. When we finish it with the KPIs and we have everything in our aggregating data, now we need to move to choose the right chart type for each one. As we can see, this is the bar chart. Yeah. Of course, we are using the bar chart because I have total incident, or I can use the data point visualization. The distribution of incident here, we have counting. That means I have numerical variable with categorical variable, and I can use the bar chart or the pie chart. We have scatter plot when we have incident with the days of absence. Why here we can use the scatter plot? Because we have two numerical variable, continuous two variable numerical variable, and they need to know the relationship between these two variables. That means if the cost of incidence is depend to the days of absence, if I have a lot of absence and I compare with the cost of incidence, I have like a positive relationship between two. Choose the tool. Here I am working with Excel. Maybe we can move and use this dashboard in different tools. Let's return in our presentation to talk about the story behind of our dashboard. Okay, can you see my screen now? Well, when you switch to the presentation.
Yeah,
yes, we can see the presentation.
Okay, now we try to make live in our dashboard by using the storytelling concept. The first thing we need to know, or the audience need to know about the data, is the total incident. If I take a look in my dashboard, okay, how much I have as incidents in the factory. This is very important information, and this is why we name it the awakening. When someone take, okay, we have a lot of incidents or not. After, we need to know to maybe some of one have like another opinion about the dashboard. Here we are not talking about like exactly the same storytelling. That means you can take your idea and build your dashboard according to your idea. But we need to respect the audience understanding. And here why I am putting the total incident at the beginning. After, we need to see the partition of this incident per factory. Like this, they can now, okay, I have 60 incidents. I need to see in the factory A and B. In B, I have 10, but in the A, I have like 50. The most important focus should be at the first one, the A, because more than 80% of the incident happened there. After, we have like the incident resolution rate, and here we are talking about C, the level of the accident is a high level or not. And yes, after deciding about the factory, and we can see in each factory we have like the incident resolution rate. That means we, after making our analysis about the total number of factory, let's move for the incident resolution rate. In the big number, we have it in specific factory. After, when we analyze this situation, let's see the relationship between the average days of absence. That means if we have like lot of incidents in A, like example A, we have 50 incidents or accidents, and the average number of absence is like 1 week. But in the second one, we have like only 10, but the average of absence is more than 1 week. Here we need to make some more information to see what happened in these two different factories. Incident cost. Now, if the manager of financial look into to this dashboard, he will not take care about the other KPIs, but the most important for him, it will be the incident cost and the price of the safety. Yes, days of absence per employees. This is very important KPI for people in production. That means if you have average of 1 week when you have accident, that means how you can keep your capacity of production based on this KPI. As you can see now, I am talking about the audience, and we have different audience, how they can read the this dashboard. If someone from HR, he will take the KPI related to the HR. If someone from the financial, he will take the financial KPIs. Also, the last one, it will be related to the safety department, and all the dashboard for the safety department, but here more they need to do action based on this data. Yes, this is the story behind of our dashboard. Now let's see our dashboard. Okay, in our dashboard, what we make, as we can see, the incident, it will be at the beginning. We have 61. After, we have the critical situation or near miss. We have the day of absence as total, and we have the average. We have the incident cost. That means at the beginning, I put the most important, they put, because I took this dashboard, the important information related to the activity, just to keep the attention of the audience. Okay, we have this number, we have this cost. Now, after we have some complementary information for this dashboard, like the position of the factory, the since last day accident. We have another. We have the filter of the year also. We have the incident by severity, and as you can see, what we are choosing is the right chart to present each one. And thank you, team, for your following this presentation. And now we open the door for the questions.